She was barely 5 feet tall. She never led an army into battle. And yet, one single decision from her desk could shake continents. This is the story of a woman the world underestimated and how she quietly became the most powerful ruler of the 19th century. This is the story of Queen Victoria. When Victoria was born in 1819, no one thought she mattered. She wasn't meant to be queen. She was fifth in line to the throne, a backup. To the backup of a backup. But history loves surprises. By the time she was 18 years old, every person standing between her and the crown was gone, dead, and suddenly, the British Empire, the largest empire the world had ever seen, was handed to a teenage girl who had been protected, controlled, and isolated her entire life. Most people expected her to fail. They were wrong. On the morning of her coronation, powerful men surrounded her. Politicians, generals, advisors, all of them thought the same thing. She's young. She's emotional. She'll be easy to control. They leaned in, and Victoria leaned back, because for the first time in her life, she was finally in charge. And she remembered everything. Victoria grew up under something called the Kensington system. It was basically psychological control. She wasn't allowed to walk alone. She couldn't sleep without her mother in the same room. Every conversation was monitored. Every decision approved by someone else. This wasn't protection. It was training. Training to obey. But instead of breaking her, it sharpened her. She learned how power works. Who pulls strings, who lies, and who waits quietly. So when she became queen, she did something shocking. She didn't scream. She didn't rebel publicly. She simply removed people one by one calmly, politely, permanently. Within weeks, she dismissed her mother's controlling advisor. She moved out of the shared bedroom. She demanded private meetings with her ministers. And the men who laughed at her before started to fear her silence. Because Victoria asked questions, hard ones, and she never forgot the answers. Now here's where it gets dangerous. Victoria wasn't just a queen. She was the face of an empire that controlled India, Canada, Australia, large parts of Africa, dozens of colonies across the globe. 1/4 of the world's population lived under her rule, yet she ruled without a sword. Her real weapon, influence. She mastered something few leaders ever do. She let others think they were in control. Prime ministers came and went. Governments collapsed. Policies changed. But Victoria stayed. Watching, remembering. When she approved something, it passed. When she delayed, it died. And when she disapproved, careers ended. Quietly. Then came Prince Albert. People think he controlled her. That's the myth, the truth. They controlled the empire together. Albert wasn't her master. He was her strategist. Behind closed empire in human history, not by force, but by mastery of power itself. And that's why Queen Victoria wasn't just a queen. She was an empire.